And welcome to my TNA IMPACT Wrestling review. I actually have two reviews to catch up on, but it will be separate videos because in the next video I have a lot of information to say as in regard to TNA news, which has been going around the campfire lately. Sometimes I don't know what to believe in that, but let's kick it off with the show right now. As we show all the Bound for Glory highlights, Bobby Lashley came out pretty much gloating and everything. I'm still the world champion. Nobody can beat me. And that, pretty much all you people in the Impact Zone who tried to doubt, there's no businessman, no billionaire, no hero, nobody was going to stop him from being the world champion. He said he's the realest man in the entire pro wrestling business. He's the hero. He is the blue chipper. He's the number one person here because he is the world heavyweight champion right now. So he pretty much said, I can destroy anybody and send them packing, as he beat everyone. Because EC3 was just a warning. So everybody in the back needs to know that he is the greatest wrestler on this planet right now. Until Aaron Rex came out, which people were somewhat excited to see him. He said, "Hi Bobby, congratulations on being the world champion." He says, I changed the game to Bound for Glory." Because he says, he said the world title was the title, but I have the grand championship. I'm the first ever grand champion, pretty much. And Les Screamers told Rex, he said that you're treating this like a game, and this is not a game. The grand championship means nothing compared to the world title. Gail Kim came out then, since she's the champion herself right now, the Knockouts champion. You could say this is 2016, folks. This is a different level playing field between men and women. I'm the first female TNA Hall of Famer, because us women are here to change the business. Until the Broken One stepped out. The Hardys, Broken Matt and Brother Nero came out as fans chanting delete. Well, Broken Matt and Ruby came out with King Maxwell as they talked about the great war that has happened. We have changed everything for the Broken Universe, and he pretty much says whoever wants to go against us will be delete. DJ Z came out there and talked about Team X Gold. He represents the X Division right now. At last, she said no one cares. Until Billy Corgan came out with a giant hoodie on, which was more of a rock star. With ain't no shade, the guy, I almost forgot about him. I didn't know he was still part of the roster. I heard him a lot on Twitter. Pretty much his bodyguard or whatever. And Billy Corgan says it's going to be the champions. You all be defending your titles, pretty much. And Lashley said he's beating everyone. But Corgan says we're going to settle that out tonight. As we talked about the, brainchild idea of Corgan and DJ Z for the Team X Gold thing was happening. But as the Team X Gold, which I don't know if this is some type of trios champion or whatever and stuff, but we had pretty much managers, DJ Z and Braxton Sutter versus Trevor Lee, Andrew Everett, and the debut of Marshe Rocket from Chicago, which was a good match. Just another, some say spot fest for X Division, but I don't know where this whole Team X Gold thing is going. I don't know, it's like they're just putting all the X Division guys together again, which they need one-on-one, really, instead of just putting them all together for a giant spot fest. We don't need that. We don't really need a spot fest or anything, we just need a one-on-one battle. But, we then went to Eli Drake for Fact of Life, as his guest was EC3. And, Drake asked EC3 what he thought about him and stuff. And Eli Drake pretty much said EC3 didn't quite make the World Heavyweight Championship. So he's a dummy, yeah. And he said, Bound for Glory, he lost. You trained for a whole year with passion, wanting it, and you just couldn't get it. And he said, EC3 pretty much said, Bound for Glory, that passion died. And it's been replaced with anger and vengeance. And he has the ability to score star for what he wants to, and I don't have to be on this dumbass show. And he said, Drake, you did win Bound for Gold, but you're not the world champion. As EC3 went on, pretty much say that Drake, you hit that dummy button one more time, I will rip you piece by piece, just like how your mother begged. I was scorch your ashes on fire and then take a piss on them, pretty much. So if you press it again, I'm going to kick your ass. As pretty much Eli Drake was going to hit the button, but he said this show was over. He said, you know, when I came in here, I came in with a much more loud guy named Duke Galloway, some guy named Micah. He's not even here anymore. And he's pretty much told EC3, you know, I'm bound for gold right now. And, you know, I think I'm not in your league, as all the social media says. It really talked about, you know, you had a rocket shoved right up your ass pretty much since day one, as Eli Drake had to scratch and claw and cheat his way to get where he is. And Vera said EC3 made it to the top of the food chain, he's below. But he says, he pretty much went to all EC3, said, you're not even in my league, because you never had to scratch and claw your way up. And Drake pretty much left, which is a really great segment, so it's actually a fact of life, since they kind of went somewhere, not the whole, putting a stand out there, but almost like a talk show this time. Maria was hollering at Allie backstage, pretty much with Laura Landis and Sienna at her side, as pretty much she wanted Sienna to take the title back tonight and told Allie not to mess this up. As we spoke to different opponents tonight, Moose and Eddie Edwards were talking to Mackenzie Mitchell, talking about who was going to face for the World Heavyweight Championship between Moose, Eddie Edwards, and EC3. Gail Kim didn't win against Sienna. Pretty much the match was kind of quick. Gail Kim won. I don't know why they have Madison Rain on commentary for the women's matches, but it's kind of weird in a way. But Gail Kim pretty much wanted to roll up on Sienna until Maria and everyone came out and jumped her. After that, pretty much then we got to the Wolf Creek cage match, where this is on Pop TV's fault in a way with this match, because we never saw an ending to it until I had to look on YouTube. That's actually TNA's fault. That's Pop TV for kind of screwing up their broadcast. But the Hardys went against the Decay for the tag team champions, which was a really crazy match, as they had to promote the Wolf Creek movie right after Impact tonight. So it was a crazy match with all weapons and chainsaws and grappling hooks, since this is from this movie and stuff. And I don't know, really having some blood-like type of thing from whatever staff she was holding to take out Rosemary, as Matt was able to win with the rabbit's head attached to it. So the Broken Hardys retain the tag team champions in the Zone of Impact. Cody and Brandy Rhodes, we gotta go by that, can't say Rhodes, but Cody Rhodes said this is a game changer. The one he described his rival Impact Wrestling, so. And he talked about TNA, the TNA knockout being inducted into the Hall of Fame for the first time ever. He says he's never seen something great as the Great War in over 40 wrestlers in over 40 years in his family in pro wrestling, as the fans chanted delete with Cody. But he says this is a game changer, and he says pretty much he didn't want to wait until he was kicked out of his house. He left on his own. If you want to talk about his old employer over there. But there's a guiding light to this darkness, and that's why he has the list, pretty much. As people know before, Cody wants to face a lot of people. And Cody's been all over the world lately, so he's going to be in a lot of places you're going to be seeing him wrestling. He's already went to PWG, and now he's here in TNA, and then he's going to Ring of Honor, and then he's going to What Culture Pro Wrestling to wrestle a lot of people he wants to wrestle. And Mike Bennett is on his list. So pretty much he told Brian, this is Brandy Rhodes right here, and just to introduce his wife. And here's a list, something on the list, it's not out here, but I want the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, the Queen's Jewels, the Master Sword, the Oscar, and that is the World Heavyweight Champion. It is an honor and a privilege to get this opportunity in a lifetime. Until Mike Bennett and Maria came out, pretty much says, who do you think you are after what you did on Sunday night? And pretty much, he told him, you go out here backstage, this is how, you know how TNA works, we know how this works. And pretty much Cody said, I heard the word fight come from you, as they pretty much brawled with each other again. And pretty much Cody was about to hit a crossroads, but Bennett got out of there. And when they went back, he said next week, he's going to have his first match in TNA, and he's going to go one-on-one with Mike Bennett. So, still fine for odd that we only can call him Cody, since WWE won't let him say Cody Rhodes anywhere else. You can only say Cody, which makes no sense. Ed Moshe swims a guard in Billy Corgan's office as Maria tried to come up to him. He says, "Hey, Toots, like, Toots, what are you doing?" And she wants to talk to Billy, but Billy's not here now, so he called him the boss, pretty much. And he told her that next week you got a match with Gail Kim. If you win, you become the world champion. If you lose, you have to lead in the knockouts no more. Aaron Rex went against Baron Dax for the TNA Grand Championship, which he's still not over, really. As he pretty much made Baron Dax tapped out. Baron Dax tap out. I don't know, people are still trying to get behind him. It's taking time with Rex or Sandow, but I don't know, he's got to turn heel or something, because this is not working right now. Bobby Lashley headed to the ring, wondering who his opponent was, and he looked at all three. He said Moose is just big and slow and dumb, and EC3's had multiple chances, and Eddie is too easy, so he chose Eddie Edwards for the World Heavyweight Championship, which was a really great match. Really good. I was surprised at the finish, though. I don't think the crowd saw it coming either. But when Eddie Edwards pretty much hit the Boston Knee Party dodging Lashley's spear, Eddie Edwards is now the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Which I was very kind of shocked to see in a way. I'm like, whoa, we got the title to him? And I like Eddie Edwards, I like the Wolves, but it's like the crowd didn't know what to do, really, especially with this main event. It was still a good match, but, you know, we could have built this up or anything. I know anything could happen, you never know what's going to be a surprise in that, but I just didn't really expect Edwards to win the title. I know he's faced Bobby Lashley before, like 2 times, but both these guys and Eddie Edwards become the new TNA World Heavyweight Champion. We can see how this goes. I still think it's a way for Lashley to take time off, because if you people don't know, in October 23rd, Bobby Lashley will be fighting on Spike TV and Bellator MMA. You know what it is. You've seen him on there before. I don't know who his opponent is, but he will be fighting that night. So I don't know if there's a way to get the belt off of him so Edwards could hold it for a minute, or we'll see how this goes. I'm not really sure, but give it a chance. But I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.